Let's go, baby. Hope everyone's had a fantastic day. We got the backwards hat today. We're going to have a throwback. Back to the backwards hat. Mike! What's up, buddy? Good to see Mike Africa. Darren, what's up, bro? Beth, my entire leg is hard. Your entire leg? What, do you got a giant boner going down your leg, bro? What the hell? What's going on, guys? Hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. Am I having clickbait with my stream today? Is my title clickbait? I don't know. We'll find out today. I don't know if my title's clickbait or not. But you know, I'm feeling some type of way right now. I sort of said this yesterday. I don't know, man. Bitcoin is holding up and looking good, man. And it's making me feel some type of way, you know, about my bear suit. Now I can still be bearish on the altcoin market, but Bitcoin's making me feel some type of way. And we'll talk about that a little bit about that today. And what I'm sort of looking at here, but let's talk about this because I'm feeling some type of way. You know, I'm feeling like horse guy right now. I'm feeling like horse guy right now, man. Wow, and Jordan is feeling like me. Jordan wants the FOMO. Jordan wants the FOMO into Bitcoin. What the frick? This is ridiculous. Jordan is horse guy. Even though I'm maybe horse guy. Anyways, I think we you know, I think today deserves because I've been trolling AVAX a little bit. You know, I've been trolling AVAX a little bit, and I've always liked to say this, man. AVAX is actually getting a nice move up this week. All right, so we're gonna start the stream off with a little bit of an AVAX pump song because AVAX is getting a nice move. Okay, now, is it the end of the world just yet? No, but it is getting a nice move. So let's play the pump song for AVAX. And you know, the AVAX bulls can have their laugh this week. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on, baby. I don't like being a bear. Oh, the whack off AVAX. You know, here's what I'll say, Mike. I've always said this. I said there was two ways that I'm going to flip bullish on AVAX. Okay? Now, we still haven't done either, right? Either AVAX I wanted to see come back down to all the way down here to the next support on like the bigger time frames, or I wanted to see AVAX actually reclaim back into its old range, right? So we haven't done either yet, right? So far we're coming up and we're retesting the underside of the previous support levels. So, you know, option number one was coming down. And then obviously if this is a big if, can get up here and hold this as support, right? And start holding this as support again, then maybe you have a little bit of the whack off, man. And you know I love the whack off. You know I love the whack off. I love the whack off more than anything when it's whack off accumulation. Okay, now we haven't done either of those yet, but we are getting a nice push up. It's very, very nice. It's very, very beautiful. And, you know, it's what I love to see. It's what I love to see from the market, man, is a little bit of a move up. Now, that's really the only altcoin that's moving up today. Chainlink went up a little bit today. Everything else is flat. Nothing else is really moving. If anything, most things are actually down today. It's just AVAX for the most part. Chainlink, we have Monero up a little bit. Aave's up a little bit. But mostly a flat nothing day from the altcoins. And Bitcoin's pushing up 27,813.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
This is what I like to see. Do we have a whack-off character yet? I mean, yeah. I mean, we could make... who should be whack-off? Who should be whack-off? I feel like the mouse guy should be whack-off, man. You know? Whack-off! He's just annoying. He likes saying whack-off. Whack-off! I like to whack-off! And I like when crypto whack off. You guys ever heard of the whack off? That was like me a couple months ago with some of the altcoins that we sort of played to the upside, like Link, Bitcoin Cash. You know, there was a lot of whack offs. Man, that was me a couple months ago, just calling the whack off over and over. You guys ever heard of the whack off pattern? Oh, I love that shit, man. I love that shit, bro. All right, anyways. So Bitcoin, 27,810. I think the most interesting thing right here for Bitcoin, and you know, and I sort of, like I said this the last few days, is I'm not really bearish on Bitcoin. Like, I'm not really bearish on Bitcoin. I'm more bearish, bearish on the stock markets, which makes me have to kind of be bearish on Bitcoin, you know, just because Bitcoin always follows the stock market. But I think the interesting thing is here is this, the Bitcoin chart just seems to be holding these support levels and not wanting to break down. So I think the thing for me today is when Bitcoin came back down to like 27,100 last night and this morning, and ended up holding that as support and pushing back up. You know, this seems like kind of constructive price action. You know, seems like kind of constructive price action. Now, the thing is, we're still in that bull market support band. Okay, now this is always the thing that I hesitate with, because I've seen us come into this before in the past to have things look kind of constructive and then just to fall down to the Earth's core. So I'm kind of going to stand back with my strategy, which I always play with Bitcoin, is I'm bullish above the bull market support band and I'm bearish below the bull market support band. Right now we're consolidating inside. We're like inside this bitch right now, right? I mean, it's cushiony in here, right? That's not the only thing that's inside something tonight, right, Mike?
Yeah, honey. You already know what's going to happen. You think Bitcoin's comfy in that bull market support band? Oh, just wait tonight, honey. Big Mike's coming.
Big Mike's coming. Let's go, man. It's Wednesday. Big Mike. Big Mike is coming, bro. Big Mike is coming, bro. Shout out to Clint. Clint, I saw Clint in here today. Clint, it's like the first time I've seen the chat in months. Maybe I'm just like, maybe I'm just ignoring the chat for some reason. I don't know. What's up, Amrit? Good to see you, man. SPX new high by end of year. Bees believe. Here's what I'll say, Beth. I think today's close on the stock market was very interesting. Now, you can also see the title of the stream, which is Stocks Reclaim Important Levels. So I think the big thing from yesterday, right, is, you know, we started getting bearish on the stocks at the highs, right? So we made a pretty good move down. At the S&P, we played about an 8.5% move down, which is actually a pretty big move down for the S&P. I think the thing is, we came to this upward sloping trend line yesterday, and here's what I'm watching for. And I think the biggest thing I've learned is you can't be married to a bias, right? You can't be married to a bias. So as much as, you know, my SQQQ holdings would love if the stocks kept going to the downside, I'm also a realist, and I know that stocks tend to go up over time, right? And I'm also a realist for saying if we reclaim back above this, right, this could have just been a giant fake out to the downside, right, to cause some massive fear, hysteria, right, as the dollar pushes up past all the way up towards resistance, just for this to be a deviation to the downside, and then it starts pushing back up to the upside, right? So if tomorrow we still push up and we get back above this, I gotta be thinking that there's a possibility that this was just a fake out deviation to the downside, and we can actually start getting a push back to the upside, right? So I'm gonna watch this like a hawk, right? I think the next couple days, the end of this week will be very important for stocks. If we start pushing down again, it's looking horrible. If we continue up the rest of the week, I think there's a good case to be made. This was a sort of a fake out below, and then we get back above. But we'll watch. We'll watch. And if that happens, if this starts pushing back up, one of my thinkings of why I think Bitcoin struggles is gone, right? So that's kind of that. We'll be watching this. The bear suit is halfway off. Let's say it's halfway off. It's halfway off for Bitcoin. I'll say this once again. It's halfway off for Bitcoin. The altcoins are still going to be fluttering around like freaking wazoos. But it's halfway off for Bitcoin, right? It's down to the waist for the corn. But, you know, I'm not convinced yet. Let's see. Watch so long, I already know what Jordan's going to tell us next week. Let's go, Woods. Let's go, Woods. What about the big 4-hour rising wedge? Check it out, Mike. The 4-hour rising wedge. So check this out from Mike. We talk about the Bitcoin one. 4-hour rising wedge. I don't really see. Mike, what we talk about here with rising wedge, bro? Like this? I see it more of like maybe like a little channel coming up. Maybe a little channel coming up like this, you know? But we'll see. We'll see, man. I personally think, like, you know, like I said, I like to see a weekly. This strategy has worked very, very well in the past. Like, this is crazy price action this is why I'm still not convinced, because very rarely have we seen like these moves below the bull market support band and then just instantly getting back above, right? The only time we've ever seen that was actually over here. It was over here. You know, during this 2021 move where we just like went below it, we went slightly below it, and then we just instantly got back above. You know, we a lot of times we actually come back up to it, go lower, you know, come back up to it, go lower, right? We sort of come back up to it, go lower, or we just dump straight through, and it's a massive capitulation. So here's what I'll say, man. Bitcoin's a play, right? Bitcoin's the play. Bitcoin dominance is going up, right? Bitcoin's the better play, and Carlos. We'll see if Carlos is gonna about get a big green dildo right up his ass. We'll see if Carlos, who's taking a shit in the bull market support band, is gonna get a big green dildo right up his freaking ass. Because he definitely could, man. And that would be poetic to see Carlos get a giant green dildo right up his ass, straight through his mouth, straight through his eye, you know, and maybe through his ear a little bit. Maybe we want to be a little dirty. We got to go through Carlos's ear a little bit, you know, and it'll be fantastic. It'll be fantastic, man. You know what we need today? You know what we need today? I was saying I haven't heard this song in a while. You know, we need some of this today, fellas. Come on. We need some of this today, fellas. That's what we need. That's what we need. Carlos Cocaine. I don't know, man. The way Carlos is headed, he might be getting Ditos up the ass all the time. You know what I mean? If BB is gonna win this case, Carlos is gonna be getting SBF's big green thing right up his ass, into his eyes, into his mouth, everywhere. Every hole will be filled on Carlos. You know what I'm saying? Like, no hole will be left unfilled. Because you know in jail, there's a lot of BitBoy fans, okay? There's a lot of BitBoy fans in jail, right? So every hole will be filled. Eyes, ears, mouth, you know. Crazy shit, man. If that happens here. Happy birthday. Thank you, Scorpion. Man. Happy birthday, man. Woods and Water said, don't tempt me with a good time. Oh, God. What are we doing here? Clint said, Hoffs wouldn't know a wedge if it ran him over. He's taking LeBron as his first pick in fantasy basketball. Bro.
Bruh.
LeBron? Dude, you have to pick Jokic. What are we doing here? He fills every stat sheet on every single thing. You're going to pick LeBron? Okay. Just like his fantasy team. He doesn't know how to draft. Wow, what's up with the sound? What are you talking about, man? Something wrong with the sound, guys? Let me know. Don't say Jordan's muted. SBF waiting for Carlos in prison. He's ready. Oh, SBF is ready for this mouth open like this. You already know he's doing it, man. Felipe said 1% pump at Jordan. No, it's not the 1% pump. It's not the 1% pump. It's a reclaim, right? So if we reclaim below this, that's what I'm going to be watching the rest of this week, right? Listen, it's not a 1% pump. It's about the sort of where the 1% pump is coming from, I guess you could say. Anyways, what else can we look at here? The rest of the altcoins, there's nothing constructive to look at. I mean, here's the thing, like, you know, if we want to be realists, we go over to Bitcoin dominance. You know, I don't mean to sound like Ben Cowan, okay? But you know what? F it. We're gonna do it here. You know, we're gonna do it for right now. And this doesn't mean that it's the end of the world, but you know, I'm gonna continue to say this. Okay, let's do this real quick. Hold on. We need to get the no hair. Oh no. We need to get no beard. Here we go. Okay. Thanks for jumping back into the cryptoverse. Today, guys, we're going to talk about Bitcoin dominance for the 8th time this week. If you enjoyed today's content, hit the like button. We're having a limited sale over on intothecryptoverse.com, only for a limited time, so get in there. Now let's jump on in. So Bitcoin dominance continues to tick higher, which tells us that no matter the direction Bitcoin goes, whether Bitcoin goes up, it's going to go up more than the altcoins. If Bitcoin goes down, it's going to go down less than the altcoins. No matter the direction of the market, it is better to be holding Bitcoin at the moment. To me, it makes no sense to be holding the altcoins for a hold. If you're trading them or swing trading them, that's different. But for a hold, you're better off holding Bitcoin until Bitcoin goes close to all-time highs. And we're going to continue to reiterate this. Bitcoin is the better play until Bitcoin goes back to all-time highs, guys. Okay, this is not dubious speculation. This is not based off feelings. This is based off the Bitcoin dominance chart, which is in Wyckoff and is looking to push higher. Okay, so that's it, guys. Bye. There we go. There we go. All right, Dracula. No, but like, you know, I guess this is like the classic Wyckoff pattern here. Right, that's already played out. We're actually finishing up the SOS phase right now on the Wyckoff. But, you know, you had the range breakout, right? You just back tested the highs, right? We're looking at this guy. Maybe this is a deviation. Nope, you held it as support. So, I mean, it looks like Bitcoin dominance wants to go higher, right? And what does that mean? Well, that means that, you know, even if the market goes up, Bitcoin's going up more, right? Even if the market goes down, Bitcoin's going down more, right? And I agree with him with this. I think it makes some sense. And that's why I said, you know, until Bitcoin really shows super strength, you're just better off being in the corn, man. Some altcoins will perform better, right? Obviously. There's a few, but Bitcoin will perform better than the altcoin market, right? And I continue to stand by that. That's why I still think it's yes, some altcoins are going up right now. AVAX is like literally the only one. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer, but AVAX is like the only one that's going up today. Okay, none of the other ones are even moving. Doesn't mean they won't, but I still think it's risky to be in the altcoin market. It just makes sense, right? And I know I have my little magnets down here, and I still think there's a chance that we will see some of these levels again, right? So that's still my thought process. Nothing's really changed with that. And it really is what it is when it comes to that, you know. Savvy and Jabba heading out fishing. Let's give him a call. Let's give my good friend Jabba a call. Here, let's FaceTime him real quick. Hey, what's up, buddy? Hey guys, look at my new shirt. I lost some weight, so I feel comfortable. In this shirt, I made so much profit shorting altcoins. They're all shit. Why do you keep longing altcoins, guys? Long Bitcoin. If you're gonna long, altcoins are bearish, okay? Stop being bullish. We're in a bear market. You guys are bullish when interest rates haven't even hit the economy yet. Wow. All right, guys. I gotta go. Police are after me. See ya. All right. Bye, bed. Bye. We'll catch you later. Yeah. Don't get in too much trouble, man. We need you back at some point. You know, we're gonna need you back during the bull market. We're gonna need you crying during the bull market. You're too happy right now. You're living the life. All right. See you. All right. Hope all bears get blown out of oblivion. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. The only way the bears can get blown out of oblivion is if they're on super high leverage and they don't use stop losses. You know what I'm saying? If that's not the case, they ain't really getting blown out. But, you know, They can get left behind, that's for sure. Bulls are getting too excited over a 0.5. I mean, Cycle Pro, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, man. That's why, like, I'm in a little bit of a conundrum with the market right now, man. I don't know, bro. The market's got us in an interesting place. Like, the market is just weird right now, man. And I think everyone can kind of agree. There's a lot of different disagreements about where we're going, and you know, as I say this, usually there's a certain consensus on which way the market's going. I think it's very split. It's very split right now. I'm talking about Bitcoin specifically, not talking about the altcoin market. I think it's very split on where Bitcoin is going right now. You know, it's almost like we're at the middle of a range. But, you know, it's interesting right now, I will say. It just is. It just is. I mean, let's help wake Asia up. F it. Yeah, you're right. We need to. I'm screaming today. Maja's going to get pissed at me today. Am I being extra loud today? Huh?
Right now you're okay.
Right now I'm okay? Oh, shit. Okay, I got to tone it down. Right now I'm okay. All right, fellas. Let's wake up Asia. Shall we? Oh, shit. You can't hear it. You can't hear it. Come on! Working a little bit. Working a little bit today. We got the mojo back. That's what we have to do. We have to start screaming. We have to start screaming. Oh, come on. Don't come in here with the... Don't come in here with the... Don't come in here with the R word, man. Don't be coming in here with that, okay? So I can play... So if I start playing country music... If I play country music, okay? So if I play country music... You know what? This is a great example, okay? If I go play... I don't know. If I go play Luke Bryan, okay? Say if there's an Asian guy. He's listening to Luke Bryan and he has a cowboy hat on. Come on, man. That ain't racist. You know what I mean? Am I going to be mad? No. Don't be coming at me with that stuff, okay? Don't be coming at me with that stuff, man. If there's an Asian guy, right, that is wearing a cowboy hat, okay? I don't want to hear it, bro. Oh, man. Breaking out the Delaware, so let's focus on crypto, not the crazies. But we're crazy here too. But we are crazy here too. You know. Let's see. Wokus, yeah, the Wokus is a lot. All right. Anyways, Bitcoin 27,800. Man. These slow moves up are painful, bro. It doesn't even get you hyped because they're so painful. I don't know. Right now, I have that weird kind of vibe right now. All these other moves up that we've seen recently I have all been based off news. Like a lot of these big spikes have been news moves up. And I'm not bullish when we pump because of news, right? This one that we're getting right now feels a little bit different. This one feels, it's not based off any type of news. It's not really based off anything. And I think that's weirdly the bullish thing is that we're not moving up because of news. We're sort of moving up just because we're moving up. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that makes sense. But like, you know, you're not just moving up because, oh my God, a news article came out, the bots are buying it. I don't know. We'll see, man. I have this weird little feeling in my ball sack right now, and you know, maybe I should go get that checked out, you know. But you know, yeah, I think it's because it's something else. Let's see. We're creeping. Same. The last one was fake. Yeah. Slow moves means my long is still open when I get out of bed in the morning. Oh, Clint with this 20 EMA. I love it, Clint, I love it, man. I love it, bro. I love it, bro. The 20 EMA is going to cross off the 50 EMA on the daily soon. Let's freaking go. Clint is bullish too.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
I couldn't be more happy right now. This is fantastic, man. This is fantastic. Let's freaking go. The only thing that it's not the only thing. There's still many things that slightly worry me, but the Kramer came out today. And I don't know what to think about this, guys. And because the thing is, we always want to say reverse Kramer, but when it doesn't fit our bias, we like to ignore what Kramer says. Kramer came out today, and he called the bottom for the stock market today, and I don't like that you know, Kramer said this, you know, and I don't know, and I don't know whether I should ignore it. I don't know what to do about this, but I don't know if you guys saw that Kramer said today, he came on it. Kramer kind of looks like Savvy, actually, in a way. This is Kramer right here. Yeah, so stocks just bottomed. Stocks just bottomed like they did last October, right? October seasonality. Stocks bottomed during October. They just bottomed again in October, right? I don't know if you guys saw that, though, but yeah, Kramer said stocks have bottomed, which... Wait, why am I Elon now? Why am I Elon now? I don't know. I don't even know how this got on, but, you know, we're going to do it anyways. I know I said that I would buy Bitcoin back from I know Tesla would buy their Bitcoin back or accept Bitcoin as payments when Bitcoin got a certain renewable energy. We totally lied about that, and we're not accepting Bitcoin again as payment. Yeah. The must lied. Crypto Face going live on a huge long coming up. Nice, man. Nice, man. Crypto Face maybe got the feeling too. I don't know. He thinks bonds will stop selling off shortly, which is why he thinks stocks could be moving higher. Yeah, straight ignore. Yeah, no, man. I don't know how to feel about it. Waterfly said, "I'm late. Can you summarize?" You want my answer? What you want my answer? Waterfly, you want my answer, bro? You want my answer, bro?
Bruh. Nope.
All right, you ain't getting a summary. You ain't getting a summary, bro. No, basically the summary is, I think Bitcoin's looking kind of constructive, actually. Bitcoin's looking constructive. Altcoins, I still don't get the appeal over the altcoins, but I think Bitcoin's looking kind of constructive. The S&P chart is actually kind of looking constructive too, if we can see a further push up for the rest of this week. Because if we can, right, and this was just sort of a fake move below the trend, and especially if this can reclaim all the way back above this high, this August high, which was hopefully going to be support, and we broke down. If this can come all the way back up to above that August high, this is going to look like a giant sort of fake move to the downside, filling this inefficiency, and we could possibly continue to the upside. If, like I said, we can close this weekly with some strength, which, like I said, we still got 2 days left in the week for stocks, and there's definitely a possibility with that. You know, that's kind of the summary I have right now. Let's see. Let's just draw a line on line and say we're bullish. Exactly, Psycho Pro. That's what we do here, man. That's what we do here, man. Oh, man. Let's see. I trade Matic so safe. Yeah, I got a nice Matic short today. I caught a Matic short today. I shorted AVAX And then I moved my stop to my entry, and then it absolutely blew me out. It just came right back up to my entry, man. I showed it. I'll show you exactly where I got an AVAX. Basically got an AVAX here, rejected. It started to move down, right? I moved my stops by entry, boom, just instantly came back up and wiped me out. AVAX just freaking pooped me. But the other trade I had today was Matic, which I posted both of those in the Discord. But Matic, which basically is showing bearish div at resistance. That was really it today, though. Matic at resistance, showing higher highs, lower highs. Got a nice move down. But other than that, not really doing too much at the freaking moment. We're just kind of chilling out like a villain and not doing too much. I meant to ask you how that went. Yeah, it just came right back up and got me out. Oh, Lord. I want to long Forex on Matic right now, but I'm waiting until Asia wakes up. I mean, some of them are already drinking their coffee right now, bro. It's early over there. You know how early it is? Oh, by the way, guys, fantasy football league's going good. I'm 2-2. If you want to join fantasy basketball league, we're gonna have the draft over here in October. Discord, fantasy basketball section. Get in there. It's open. I think there's only 4 of us in there right now. Get in there. We're gonna fill up the league tonight. Make sure you get in that fantasy basketball league if you're a basketball fan, man. All right. Other than that, bro, what else can we take a look at here? Carlos. Freaking Carlos. Freaking Carlos, man. He's ridiculous. What a bobo. Let's see. Got the short, then on a long now. Nice, man. Nice, dude. The market was kind of boring today. I mean, like, it was just AVAX that went to the moon, man. Let's see. Anything else really doing too much? Not really. Not really, man. Everything kind of flat today. You know? Let's see. You could look at Tesla. Yeah, let's look at Tesla. Tesla, some of the altcoins, not altcoins, these stocks, bro. Like Palantir. Palantir, which I do have my magnet down there. This is like the doomsday scenario here. Palantir, I'll buy on pullbacks. But like, I really want to buy Palantir down here. And it was up 6% today, which is cool. I'll take that, man. At the end of the day, I'm being greedy right now. I'm being very, very greedy, bro. But I want to keep adding to Palantir over the next like 12 months, 1 year. Meta's kind of just chilling. I don't feel comfortable buying Meta right here. Tesla up 6% today. Just cruising back up, man. And I guess, think about this. Let's go to the 3-day. If you look at this, man, I mean, this is why sometimes just taking buys off the bull market support band is just the way to go, right? Obviously hindsight's 2020, but when we go back and we look at some of these moves, at least this year, sometimes just buying into this bull market support band, you get some nice moves out of this. So, yeah, Tesla's moving back up. Interesting. I'm still the one couple of charts that Nvidia. I don't know, man. Nvidia is like the chart that really scares me because, and I'll continue to say this because Nvidia's been basically like the driver of this market this year, right? For stocks. But yeah, I mean, you still got like that monthly bearish div. You still got that already retracement to the 1618. Nvidia is the one that scares me a little bit. It's basically Nvidia and Microsoft. Microsoft also has that same setup with like the bearish divergence on the monthly. Kind of like Bitcoin in 2021, almost. But this is the one that kind of worries me too. It's It's Microsoft. It's even Apple. Even Apple, bro. Like, same thing. You got the higher highs, the lower highs. You know, maybe it takes a little bit to play out. Shit. But, you know, there's definitely some stocks that, like, are showing these things here. You know. But we'll find out. What did Moderna do today? Let's see. Moderna. What did Moderna do today? Let's see. Stocks. Moderna. Oh, we got a little bounce. Yeah, we said, dude, we said, if Moderna, hold on, let's go to like the 3-day. Yeah, we said, if Moderna starts pumping, we know we called the next COVID wave. You know what I'm saying? Because Moderna's in a falling wedge. And you know, it's a big falling wedge. This ain't no small sucker, right? We know if this starts moving up, that we called the next COVID wave, bro, or something else. Oh, you guys have this problem too? There's these like red bugs. I don't know if you guys have this issue too. There's like this infestation of these red bugs that I've never seen before. And they fly. They always go on your freaking neck. I don't know if you guys have this infestation where you guys are too. It's everywhere over here, man. These red bugs flying around everywhere, bro. And I don't know what it is. No, it's not bed bugs. They're outside. They're outside. They're outside. Everywhere over here. It's absolutely ridiculous. The tiny red bugs, they're not really tiny. They're like, I'd say like the size of like, maybe a penny. United Health is like 80% of the Dow. No, the ones I'm thinking of don't fly. Clean your sheets. No, I haven't cleaned my sheets in like 3 years. I never clean the sheets. Who cleans sheets? Did a caveman clean their rock? Did cavemen clean their rock that they slept on? The answer is
Nope.
They didn't clean their rock. Okay, they slept on that dust their whole life. So I don't want to hear clean your freaking sheets. Okay, I don't want to hear this clean the sheets shit. Okay, do birds clean their nest? No, they shit in it. They shit in it. They feed their little things worms that fall over the ground. Birds don't clean their nest. Okay. Franco said, I found out George is Moonboy. He went to Purdue University. Oh, why George is Moonboy? Almost all the NASA astronauts went to Purdue. They literally crank out Moonboys. That's a good one, man. That's a good one, bro. Went to Purdue University. Interesting. But that's a good one, man. That's where the Moonboys. If you want to be an aspiring Moonboy, you go to Purdue University. That's the one that you go to. 100%. 100%. Psycho Pearl with the super chat. So how's that bull run going for you? You know, at the moment, this year it wasn't too bad actually. It's actually been a very positive year for the most part. You know. It's designed to shit off the edge. Yeah. It's designed to shit off the edge. Anyways, I don't know why I'm still in the Moderna chart. Anyways, yeah, Palantir. This is gonna be a 10xer, man. This is gonna be a 10xer right here, bro. When it's all said and done. That's why I want to buy a lower. Let's see. Let's see. Cavemen lived all 13 years like that. Jordan does not wash his hand after he pees. No, I don't. I don't wash my hand after I pee. You know what I mean? I don't. Squeeze in some ETH, TA? Yeah, I'm split on ETH, Anderson. Like, this. I've been looking at the ETH chart, too. Okay, and there's been a lot of first of all, last week there was way too much hopium on ETH. Last week there was hopium galore on Ethereum. It was ridiculous, man. Like that was the easiest like take profits on ETH ever. Was that move back up to the bull market support band? Everyone's screaming ETH futures, you know, bullish as shit. ETH futures, we're going to the moon. That was the most obvious dump. You know what I mean? Now that that's over, and all the, you know, Ethereum futures is bullish, even though it's not. You know, now that that's over, and we instantly retraced all that pump, now we can talk, right? The Ethereum chart, it has me thinking. I don't know how to think about this. I don't know, because yes, you're on trend. Okay, you are on a trend where you got two massive bounces in the past. Okay, let me take this box up here. Actually, this is going to be constructive, right? This is why I'm sort of torn with Ethereum at the moment. You're at a point where you got to bounce here, you got to bounce here, and you're back at this level again here. Okay, so you are at a support level. Now, at the same time, you're at support. When you just look at the price action on the weekly, right? I think the reason why I'm hesitant is because you broke down, you flipped this support into resistance here, right? You flipped this support into resistance. You also flipped that bull market support band also as resistance, right? So we're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place here. So something's going to have to give. And I think we're going to get an answer probably in October. We're going to get an answer, I think, within the next couple weeks about what's going to be the general direction for a good amount of time. Because this bull market support band is going to start coming down like this, right? And this is going to keep moving up. So you can see we're going to get squeezed in between the two, you know? So I think it's going to be interesting. And you're at an interesting point here where are you Humpty Dumpty fall off a ledge, or are you, I'm going to continue the ascending triangle to break to the upside eventually, you know? It's an interesting point. And I think you can argue either way. You can argue either way, and that's why it's a confusing time right now. You can argue this either way. You really can. And I think the other argument is you have this giant wick. You got this giant wick right here. You see the wick on the weekly right here? We haven't taken that wick. We've taken none of that wick, right? And I think that's the other thing. It's like that wick is staring at me in the face right there. And I don't know if it's bait. I don't know if it's clickbait. I don't know if it's wanting me to think that it's going to get that wick, and it's not going to get that wick. But it's there. And it's staring at me in the face. I don't know what to think. Let's see. I feel like I haven't seen you since Nam. Wayne's here almost every day. You know? JP said about to make some beer market nachos with some extra cholesterol. I'm not a big nachos guy. I'm not a big nachos guy. I think nachos are slightly overrated. I don't know, man. Like I never am like, I want nachos. You know what I mean? Never I want nachos. I don't know. Magic 8 Ball says October 7th. Could be. It could be. And I'm going to tell you right now, guys, I don't really know with the... Ethereum could go either way, and I'm okay with saying that. I don't know what this is going to do. You know what I mean? Right here. Like, this is just a weird spot right here. Because, you know, you can be confident on where ETH's going to go. I think the other chart you can look at is ETH BTC, which has been talked about to death by everyone. But if you go to ETH BTC, we're still in this wedge, right? We're still in this, actually, we actually, you know, here's where it gets interesting too on ETH BTC, because let me get rid of these boxes. We're breaking a key support level already, but here's where it gets interesting. And you got to think, dude, if you're a bull, like a super bull on ETH, which I love Ethereum, but I also am a realist here. you're getting to that point where you're going to want to hold here. You know what I mean? Like if you're super bullish on Ethereum, you want to hold in this wedge because this wedge is like the hopium that ETH BTC is going to go to the upside. But if it starts breaking down from this wedge, that hopium that you have is sort of gone, you know? It's sort of gone, man, you know? I think that's the issue. And in that case, do you see all the way back down here? You know? Where ETH just gets like a few red candles and comes back down. I don't know, but you're going back down to it, bro. You're going back down to it, man. It's going to be interesting to see. Oh, it's a daily close? Woo! Let's go! Hold on. Let's get this rolling.
The daily close!
Let's go, baby. All right. Daily close. We close with a pretty constructive candle, actually. 27,800. We closed with like I said, a pretty constructive candle on there. You can't hate that candle. Can't hate that candle, man. Constructive candle. We'll see what it brings us tomorrow. You know what I mean? Let's go, man. JJ said up almost 80% of my ADA natives for the past 30 days. Very exciting. That is bullish. That is super bullish, man. I love that shit.
Strap up. We're going to the moon.
I love that shit, man. Let's see. Clint said you should have sold all your ETH for a profit or break even and put it into BTC. How you know I didn't sell some? On the ETH future, on the ETH futures narrative. You know? You don't know. Dumps are getting divorced with a chance of getting your stuff back. Sure. True, man. Oh, man. Blasphemy. Blasphemy, Verhoofdy. Blasphemy. Appreciate everyone for being here, man. I know the market kind of sucks. The market sucks right now. It does. But, you know, like I said, appreciate you guys for being here, hanging out. I understand it's not the most exciting thing, but I appreciate you guys. Hope you guys just come out to hang with your boy, right, at the end of the day. Right? We'll talk some charts. We'll talk some stuff, and we'll get through this period right here for Bitcoin. Once again, you know, just understand that where we are for Bitcoin in its cycle, and just understand that we aren't, more than likely not going to see a massive move anytime soon, right? And I think like I've come to terms with that. That's why I'm not the most ecstatic person about either direction, because I just really don't think anything crazy is going to happen in this market. I think we're in that period where a lot of times it's pretty tame. It's pretty tame. Yes, you can see moves up. And I've said I think Bitcoin I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin hit 40K, and I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin hit 20K. I wouldn't be surprised either one of those. But I don't think you're going to see the extremes. Once again, like, I don't think you're going to be seeing Bitcoin hit all-time highs until like the end of next year. I don't think you're going to see seeing Bitcoin make new lows, right? Unless we go into like a Great Depression scenario or some shit, which I also don't think is going to happen right now. So more than likely we're just right here, right? And we're in this grind out phase where in 6 months I think we're higher, but I still think there's a chance that, you know, we could have one more tumble like Bitcoin does in each cycle before we go higher, right? I still think that's possible. And but 2023 is accumulation mode, and just make sure you're buying stuff at smart levels. That is all. That is all. That is all. Maybe we could sum up the stream right there. You know, that is all, fellas. Seems like a hardcore group left us. Yeah, man. Yeah. It is true, man. It is true. It is freaking true, man. But hey, you know, you got to do what you got to do. Almost 300 people watching right now, 33% like ratio. 300 peeps watching, 100 likes. That is, it's a pretty bearish ratio. But like I said, I don't really show the like button, so there'll be a time where I show the like button again. But right now, I don't do that. I don't do that, man. We are the 300. Yes! You know what that means, Edison. What does that mean, bro? What does that mean, man? Let me know. You know what that means. You know what that means. This is what it means, fellas. Okay. The other 1,000 plus who have left, we may be very short-term or medium-term, but those 1,000 who have left, they will be back. They will be back at all-time highs. They will be back at all-time highs. And that's okay. Get the price you deserve. If you were here in 2019, 2020 was a shitty ass first half of the year. We got through that shit. And we will get through this shit. Preserve your cash. And strike when the time is right. There is no rush right now, fellas. Don't get chopped up before the bull run. There we go. Bass said dibs on Savvy. Oh man, listen, man. Listen, man. All right. I see why Savvy likes being a bear. It's actually kind of fun. I will say this. I am gonna have so much fun. Like when the bull run does happen and I start selling off shit, I'm gonna have so much fun trolling the bulls. I'm gonna have so much fun trolling the mother effing bulls, man. It is so fun to troll bulls. They get so mad. Oh my god. This is one guy on Twitter who just got so mad at me yesterday. And I was like, bro, it seems like you're mad that I'm bearish. Like, what is your problem, man? And he just said, I'm not mad. It's like, dude, you just seem mad, man. There's no more fun thing than to troll a salty bull. And I will have so much fun doing that. But first, we go through the fun part. You know, not yet, but we will eventually. And then hopefully you guys can come on here and troll the bulls with me. Hopefully you can. It's going to be fun. I want Bob TA, but we are in it for the tech. Kevin, be honest. Be honest. Kevin. You got to be honest with yourself. And I always like to ask this question. If Bitcoin today for the next 20 years did not go up in price, you would not be here. Don't be lying to yourself. You'd be moving on to something else. And I always like to say, like, all these guys, man. Even George. If you think Bitcoin didn't go up for 20 years, George would still be making videos? Please. No, he wouldn't. What's going on? Who man? Savage Trades. The bull ride. Soon, man. Soon, bro. Soon, man. You know, we're working through this. I think everything's gonna align for, you know, I think everything's gonna align for like the middle of next year. I think like Q2 of 2024 is where things will start picking up. Because I think that's when we're gonna get the you know, all the bullish narratives. Are they actually bullish? No, but it's about the narratives. Like, that's when we're gonna have the halvings coming up in April 2024. ETF final deadline is in March 2024. We got the presidential election, which usually presidential election years are bullish. And you got Trump, who's running too. We're not going to talk politics, but if Trump won, that would be bullish. And you have RFK, or if RFK won, he already wants to back the dollar with Bitcoin. So you know what would happen if that was the case. I think 2024, everything's aligning. You're probably going to have something break in the economy. Hypothetically, if rates stay up for another like 6 to 12 months, you know, you're probably going to have something break in the economy. Fed's going to be cutting rates, printing money. I think everything's going to align perfectly, man. We just have to kind of just don't get chopped up for the next, really don't get chopped up for the next year, man. If you can survive the next year, I think we're going to have a very, very fun time. What happens in the next year, I have no clue. I'm not going to sit here and act like I don't know if Bitcoin's going to go up or down the next year. Just like, remember last year? And here's the one thing that's interesting. Remember last year when everyone thought 2023 was going to be a horrible year? And like I sort of said this, it's like S&P retraced all the dumps from 2022, right? Bitcoin actually was up 100% this year. Ethereum up 100% this year. It was the opposite, really, of a bad year. Now next year, I think there's this kind of consensus that it's going to be a good year. You know, so who knows? No one knows, right? The you know, everyone thinks it's going to happen. It might not actually happen, you know, but who knows, bro? For a few more days. True. And we get Bitcoin MEXC as Speaker of the House. Dude, imagine if, I think the most bullish thing that could happen for Bitcoin, imagine if RFK won. Oh my God. Imagine. Literally. He wants to back the dollar with Bitcoin. That's what he said. I'm not making this up. Imagine. Oh my God, man. That would be absolutely insane. That would be that would actually be something where I actually think is bullish, right? The ETF I think is bullish too, but in a different way. You still need people buying it, you know? Dude, that would be insane, bro. Like that would be a real narrative that would like really kick shit off, bro. You know? 1 sat equals $1. Yeah. People in politics pivot in an instant. Yeah, they do. They do. That is true. They do say a lot and do very little. So we're not going to go into politics here. I don't really like politics. ETF sucks. Kennedy equals white swan. Who knows, man? The presidential debate is a different topic. You know, unfortunately we're not a political channel. But I also think that would be bullish for crypto if that was the case. And you know, we're not going to talk about who we would vote for, but you know, I think if you're a Bitcoin bull, you probably know kind of who you want to vote for. But you know, we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there. Anyways, let's see. What can we talk about here? Talk about Bitcoin dominance. The dollar. The dollar, man. The dollar. Let's go to like the 3-day on the dollar. So the dollar, you know, it's been up only for 2 months. Or sorry, 3 months. 3 months. No pullbacks. You know, and I don't know, like, is this due for if this is Wyckoff, right? Which it does look like Wyckoff, you know, as much as we don't want to say it doesn't, it does, right? Where you have the first low, you have the second low, you have the spring phase, move up, break out, right? And somewhere in here you would expect like a pullback and retest, right? Like maybe it moves up a little bit higher, pulls back, or pulls back from here. You would expect a retest right here somewhere, you know? You know, and this type of retests, maybe this helps S&P get a retracement, Bitcoin get a retracement up to the upside. But like, I don't know what to think about this. And I don't know if this is going to be a retest and this starts pushing up higher. I don't know, man. If this is Wyckoff, this is something you expect here. So we'll find out, and it's going to be fun. But, you know, I think you have to be... I'm trying to look at some high time frames here. The 2-week looks like this shit's just getting started here. You know what I mean? The 2-week just flipped on the LMACD. The monthly, let's look at the monthly. The monthly's probably the monthly is rolling up to this is going to tell us all we need to know here. But, you know, everyone's going to have different opinions where this is going to go. I still think it makes sense for this to push higher, though, overall. You know, because like this candle, see this down candle here? We haven't filled this inefficiency here. So I could see a move to like the middle of this candle here, somewhere around here. 2-week. Yeah, see like the middle of this down candle here. If you guys are into vector candles, this has been one big vector candle right here. It makes sense to fill that, you know. RNDR looking good. RNDR. It is looking pretty good, man. I'm not getting the pullback that I wanted on it, which is slightly frustrating in a way because everything else has pulled back except render. You know what I mean? It's like it kills me, but you know that's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. That's why you can be patient and wait. You may never get the price that you want, but the good thing about crypto is there's always another altcoin around the corner. You know, always. Let's see. Anyways, guys. Holy shit. Bitcoin, as soon as we hopped on the stream, Bitcoin slowed down. It's because Asia doesn't like to trade crypto anymore. They don't like to trade crypto anymore. They only like to, I don't even know what they like to do. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing over there. Japan's a shit show. Japan's a shit show. China apparently is a shit show. That's what they say, you know. What's going on, guys? It's Savvy. Everything's a freaking shit show, all right? Literally everything is a freaking shit show, man. Like, guys, I know I called Bitcoin to go to 3K by October of this year, and I know we're very, very close to 3K, right? We've gotten very, very close to 3K. And I still think that's going to happen. I'm going to push out my target for another 6 months. I think by March of 2024, we will be at 3K now. You know, if it doesn't happen then, I'll push my target out for another 6 months. But yeah, 3K is coming, man. It's going to happen in March of 2024 now. All right. Now, in the meantime, I'm going to go fishing as Bitcoin moves up. I'm going to go fishing, and that's all I need to know. All right. So catch you guys later. Be careful of the Elliott wave and the Amazon fractal, which has been invalidated. But yeah, man. he got his bull hat on today. Of course I got the bull hat on today. Of course I got the bull hat on today, man. You know, I do. PMC said park cash in money market and make 5.5% until stocks reflush. That's what I'm doing, man. I'm building a cash position. As you can get 5.5% on your cash right now, you know, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you can build a cash position, that's 5.5%, depending on where you are, no risk, you know. It is what it is, and you can I still hold my Bitcoin. So if we go up, I have plenty of upside exposure. I don't think the altcoin market's going anywhere anyways. I've said that. Got the Bitcoin exposure, so if we go up, cool. Everything else, right? We're sort of just, you know, I still holding a couple stocks that I think still are good positions, but other than that, building a cash position, and we'll strike when the time is right, man. We'll strike when the time is right. You know? That's really it. Savvy in a bull hat? Yeah, Savvy's in a bull hat, man. He's in a bull hat. I'm trying to see if Bitcoin, this would be fantastic, man. I think the craziest thing is, though, when you look at this Bitcoin chart, Bitcoin's at 28K, right? So it's basically halfway from the high, from this 25K. And I think it's telling that, you know, if you look where Bitcoin is compared to its high, and then you go to some of these, like, these charts over here, it just shows you, like, I think this perfectly encapsulates, like, why Bitcoin's the better play. You know? It's just, you look at some of these things, and they're not even, a lot of them are still at the lows, you know, have made new lows. You know, you can really go down the list of some of these. You know, I mean, you just go down this altcoin list, and, you know, Bitcoin's gotten a nice move from 25 to 28K over the last few weeks, but the altcoins haven't really gone anywhere. You know, I'm just looking at some of these charts here, and like AVAX is like the one who's gotten to move up. You know, even XRP, like you go to XRP over here, which had the super bullish news yesterday. but like that news didn't get you anywhere. And I think that's the most telling thing is your XRP had their core, the SEC appeal was denied yesterday, right? And this was the pump that you got. This was the pump that you got off that news. If the market was bullish, that would have been a 20+% day on XRP. XRP would be at 80 cents right now if this was a normal market. But that news, literally 51 cents to 54 cents. And you're already retraced half of that move, you know? And I think that perfectly encapsulates, like, dude, this is like, no one's interested in these right now, you know? You know, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. Suck it, Gary. No, the XRP thing is super good for XRP for next year, though, because XRP is one of the only alts that has, you know, some regulatory clarity, which is good. Which is good. That's bullish for XRP next year. Right now, though, you can tell that the market really doesn't care about it, though. You know, but for going forward, it's a good thing. It's a good thing, man. Suck it, Gary. Suck it, Gary Gensler. Gary freaking Gensler. Ascending triangle on XRP. Well, the problem with the ascending triangle is you already broke out, and then you came back into the range. That's sort of the problem you got with XRP here, man. You know, this was just one giant pump deviation back into the range retest. You know, could be wrong. Maybe XRP pumps, but you know, maybe XRP pumps is, I don't know, just because maybe it does. I don't know. What's your price prediction on a Ripple in like the next 3 to 5 years? I mean, it's gonna go up like everything else is. It's gonna go up like everything else is. You know, you're not gonna see me here calling for ridiculous prices like some of these guys. Like, what's going on, guys? Yeah, XRP is going to have the market cap the size of the world GDP. XRP is literally going to what was it? It's $581, guys. Literally, it's going to take all the money in the entire world plus some to get XRP to that price. But we're going to see XRP to $581. And then I see I flip to a different XRP Hopium channel. Guys, the XRP court case is going to send XRP to $100 imminently. Imminently, bro. It's like, dude, it's not going there. It's not going there, man. I can tell you with a pretty confidence the XRP is not going to $100. I can tell you with the utmost confidence, XRP will not go to $100. Okay, I'm pretty confident on this. Now, like I said, it doesn't mean it won't go up. It's going to go up like everything goes up when the market's bullish. But you know, I think a more conservative take. You know, if we do like a 4-2-3-6 extension, which a lot of times that's what things do, right? A conservative take, which is not really even that conservative, you know, $7 ish, 14x from where it is now. I think that's pretty realistic take, considering the market cap it's already at. You know, who knows though? Maybe it goes higher. Good. And if it's anything like last cycle, it will go higher than that. But it ain't going to $100. I'll tell you right now. I'll tell you right now. I'm asking for between what and what price. I mean, I think, you know, and this is not right now. This is if we go on a bull run like we did in 2021 or 2017, which obviously, like, guys, that's not guaranteed. I think the one thing is guaranteeing that everything is going to happen again. Now, I totally think Bitcoin's going to go on a run again, but I don't think anything's guaranteed, right? You know, some people think it's guaranteed. If we go on another massive bull run again, right? Like a 2021 style, you know, between $7 and $10, I think is a pretty decent. $7 and $10, I think it's pretty decent. You know, SHIB to $10, Said the best XRP will do is 100 cents. That's brutal, man. You're killing the hopes and dreams of so many people. You know, I'm trying to give him some hopium here. You know, I am trying to give him some hopium, and do what we need to do. You know. Let's see. Wick off, not over. The wick off. Let's do a poll. Let's do a freaking poll, man. What should we do a poll on today? Start a poll. Someday people will be like, I finally DCA'd a whole SHIB. Lies! Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay? Let's do an interesting poll. Will Bitcoin be green or red in 2024? I think this is going to be an interesting one, I think. Will Bitcoin be green or red in 2024? Green, red, or, you know, let's just do green and red. Green or red in 2024? We'll do a little hot take one here. Let's see. Let's see what everyone thinks, man. Let's see what it thinks. Who is going to be the ballsy one and say red? Listen, you are not following the herd if you're going to say red. You can tell me in the chat. Will Bitcoin be green or red in 2024? Even let me know in the chat, man. The herd will say green. And I actually am part of the herd for this one. I think Bitcoin will have a green 2024. But you know, it's and for many reasons. I've stated all the reasons I think Bitcoin will be bullish next year. Mostly to do with the presidential election cycles, which match up with Bitcoin's 4-year cycles. But you know, the let's see, who says red? Anyone have the balls to say red in the chat? Who's got the balls, man? Does anyone got the donkey balls?
It's gonna be red, fellas. You're all bullish. Bitcoin's 4-year cycle is done. The halving is done. All right? Literally, it's over, man. Everyone knows Bitcoin's gonna pump next year. So it won't. It's the most obvious short of all time. Short the halving. It's bearish.
Man. I want to front, dude. I think the interesting thing for Bitcoin is too, and maybe a big reason why Bitcoin's actually kind of holding up better than the S&P has been the last like 2 months. I think another reason for that could be is also we're just getting closer and closer and closer and closer and closer to the halving. And I think if it's anything like the last cycles, unless we have some black swan event, which I think is certainly a possibility, I've said that. I think less and less people are going to be selling their Bitcoin. The closer we get to the halving. I mean, at this point, we are 6 months away. 6 months. You know how fast 6 months goes by? 6 months away from the halving. Okay? And I think that the faster you get to that, the closer you get to that, just less people are going to be selling their Bitcoin. And I think it's like a psychological thing, right? Almost, where the closer you get, people just go, we're 3 months away from the halving. Why am I going to sell my Bitcoin right now? You know, or 2 months away from the halving. Why the frick am I going to sell my Bitcoin right now? It's a psychological thing, you know? And I think that's kind of an effect that we're having. Doesn't mean like Bitcoin can't go lower. It can. But I think more and more people will want to be holding their Bitcoin as we go into 2024, you know? But we'll find out. You should all short Bitcoin 2024. Look at this poll. I'm actually surprised this poll isn't higher. Will Bitcoin be green or red in 2024? We got 75% of people think green. I'm surprised it's not higher. I'm actually surprised that it's only 75%. You know. There may be a time when only way you can get any Bitcoin is to work for it or trade your most valuable possessions for it. Dollars will not be accepted. Man. Dollars. At least we're helping out the world, you know? Helping out the world, true. Ugh. 25% fool. The fool, man, the fool. All right, it's 8:30, guys. I'm heading out. Thank you guys for coming in today. We'll be live tomorrow at 7 p.m. too. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Be easy. Stay cool. Thank you guys for coming in. You guys are absolute studs. Coming in today. And yeah, man. I think Bitcoin is looking constructive. I think that there's some constructive things on the chart. I think holding this level here, I think breaking through and not just dumping straight through here was sort of an interesting thing here, right? Is holding this key level here as support was very, very key for me. Now it's the fight of the bull market support, man. It's the fight of getting, you know, a convincing weekly close above the bull market support band. I think that's the fight we got right now. Like I said, there's some constructive things on the chart. There's some constructive things on the S&P chart. If this can bounce this week, continue to bounce this week, there's some constructive things there. And we'll continue to kind of work this out and take it day by day, man. Right? That's all we can do. So stack sats, stack the cash position, strike when the time is right. See you later, guys. Peace. And once again, stay easy. Later.